This is going to be a quick one. We've got couple of calls or a couple of emails lately about somebody that bought one of the bases, which is, as you know, is a router base for the Palm routers. And each of the bases, when I make these, I laser cut the hole where the hole's going to be, and then I go in and either countersink it or I counter bore it. And I'll explain what that is. Now, two different kinds of screws. Gotta get a pointer. The screws for the handles I put in, and these screws are round. Can you see this all right, Sam?
I can, yeah.
Okay, this is a round head screw. And by a round head screw, simply means it's flat on the bottom and then the head is rounded. And then there's a place here for the Phillips screwdriver to drive that into the handle. Now another type of screw is a flathead screw, which is here. As you can see, it comes down at 45 degrees. So on the round-headed screw, I counter bore this hole so that it's in there. There's a flat where this goes in. There's a flat there. On the flathead screw, I countersink them. So it goes in at 45-degree angle. Screw goes through that. And here's an example of the flat-headed screw.
Got it.
Am I holding that still?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Now, if I don't countersink that far enough, if I don't go in far enough with the countersink, that screw could be up, and it could, when you're doing your routing, it could drag a little bit. I try not to do that. But occasionally my plastic might vary plus or minus 10 thousandths. And if I don't check it from shipment to shipment, then occasionally I might let one of these get by without being countersunk in there deep enough. And on the counter bore where I put the handles on, this is where you put the base on. This is where I put the handles on. And if I don't counter bore that deep enough, that could scratch. I'll get a piece here. I'll be back. Now when I'm putting these together, when I put a new batch of them together, I make sure that screw is down below the surface just by using this, so that there's no way it can drag. So what I need for you to do is, if you do get one that for some reason I goofed up when I counterbored it or counter drilled it, generally it's going to be a round headed, but when you're going in with your screwdriver and you're putting your base on, you go in with your screwdriver, be careful that you don't let your screwdriver twist after you get this tight. If you do, it'll kind of twist up a little bit of a burr on there, and that might scratch on your board when you're trying to route. Same thing when I go in. If I left a little burr in there that's dragging on your board, the way to cure that is just get a sanding block with rough sandpaper, take your screw, take it out of the handle, and just rub it. Rub it like that, and what that does, if there is a little bit of a burr on there, it'll take it off. Put it back in, then you can use some kind of a flat to make sure that it doesn't doesn't scrape on your board. So that's all I wanted to show you. This is this is very simple stuff. And if any of you have a shop or have worked in a shop, you would know how to cure that. But for those of you who have a problem, and we've only had one, 2 or 3 over the years, almost none. But if you do have that problem, this is just a way to take care of it. And I try real hard when I'm making these. I try real hard not to let anything get by me like that. But like anybody else, I may somehow screw up. Now, if you get a different kind of screw from the factory in the base that you have, I have no control over that. And it's entirely possible, but the factory will put a different size screw in there than what I designed the base for. And if they do, just make an adjustment this way. It's fairly simple. If you have a drill press and a counter bore or countersink, you can go in and deepen the countersink. You probably don't have a counter bore, so you have to modify the screw head. So anyway, friends, that's all I wanted to say on this one. And appreciate you watching. And we'll see you live tonight, but that's all you get for this one. We'll see you on the next one.